Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all to the new session of English grammar. And in our today's session, we are going to discuss about the writing skills. And the topic for the writing skills which we are going to discuss today, it is story writing. Story, as we know, that is stories are liked by everyone. All the tales, all the stories, whatever we used to see, whatever we used to listen from our dadi, nani, or from our mother, we all love them. But have you ever thought that how we can write our own story, or how can we can create our own story with the help of the given points or the hints? So today I will make you learn how to create a best story on your own. So let's see what are the important points for that. So, writing story. So few points are there which we should remember and we should know before start writing the story. Before we should start writing the story, we have thought that we will write a story, but these are the few points which we should always remember. So the first point is, to begin with, think of a storyline. It can be real or a fiction. Means whenever we are trying to write any story, we have to think about a storyline, that about what we are going to write. And we can take the events, we can take the characters from our real life also, and they can be taken from a fiction also, means that are not real, they can be imaginary characters also. Okay, now the next point is, the plot is important. Means when we are constructing the story, when we are writing any of the story, the plot, the content is very important. If the story is about, for example, if the story is about Mr. Onion, Mr. Onion means the name of the character, it is a name of the character, and Mr. Onion is the main character of our story. This is just for an example. So while creating a plot, while writing a story, you will tell everything about the Mr. Onion, about our main character. Like you will describe his shape. First and the most important thing, the shape of the onion you will describe. Then explain why he likes to make people cry. As we all know, when we cut Mr. Onion, we all used to cry. It gives tears to us. So the next thing is, which we can explain in our story, that why he likes to make people cry. So you have an outline that guides you from beginning to the end. So with the help of this guideline, so with the help of this outline or the hint, you can create the story and you can begin the story and then you can continue towards the end. Now the third point is, to begin with, write a simple story with one or two characters. Describe your characters, give them names and weave them simply into your story. Means when we are writing for the first time, or where we are just a beginner in writing a story, so we should take the story in which there are only one or two characters. If we take the so many characters in our story and if we are writing the story for the first time, so it will be very difficult for us to include all the characters in a story properly. So for that, we should in our first story we should take only one or two characters and then we have to create the story. Describe your characters means we have to describe each and every important point regarding our character and we have to give them a proper name. Like in this, the example which is given here, Mr. Onion means we are characterizing it. Onion is known as Mr. Onion because we have personified that person, that thing. Okay, so give the name, weave them simply in your story, and we have to weave them means we have to construct a story and we have to fit the characters in our story very properly. Now the next point, If an outline is given, then develop it further in a simple yet interesting way. Means if any outline, means if you have got the hints on which you have to write the story, so you have to develop those hints in a very interesting way, but it should be not very complicated, it should not be very difficult, it should be in a simple way but interesting also. Next is, bring your story to an end. It should not end suddenly. It is very important. Like whenever you are writing a story, and for example, if you are writing a story and you have written 10 lines or 12 lines and you suddenly thought, oh, I have written so much, I have to stop it. So you just end the story. No, that is not right. We have to write a story and we have to mentally prepare ourselves before writing a story, that when we are starting the story and when we think in the middle of the, when we are in the middle of the story, we have to prepare, or we have to start writing, or we have to prepare moving towards the end of the story. Okay, we should not end the story suddenly. All of a sudden we should not end the story. Last and the most important point is, give a befitting title. Befitting title means the title which is suitable for the story. Like if you are writing a story of Mr. Onion, so the title whatever you are giving to the story, it should relate to that. Like for example, you must have read our previous chapter, that was skipping shoes. In literature you have read that chapter. In that there were two main characters. One was Kitty, the main character of the story, and another was the shoe. So the story was revolving around those two characters. Okay, in the same way, and the name which we have given to that story, that was Skipping Shoes, means that story is revolving around those shoes. So you have to give a very particular and very proper title for your story. Now I hope you have understood all the points. Now let's see further. Okay, writing story is but fun, but there are few things that you have to think about before you start writing. Your story will be much better, more interesting when you have a close look at these planning sheets. After reading it, you should make your own planning sheets, fill it out, and then grab your pen and some paper, and there you go. So now students, I am going to share with you the few points which you should remember, and they will help you to construct a story. And I can assure you of that, if you will go through all these points very properly, you will be able to create a very nice and interesting story. Now let's see what are those. First is setting. Where does it takes place? When does it take place? Means if you are writing a story, you should represent that where this story took place. Okay, or when it is when this story took place. Like where you can write there was a big city, there was a small town, anything like that. Okay, and when means that story which you are going to write, it happened in the past, or it is happening in the present, or it will happen in the future. Okay, so we should remember and we should focus on the tense of the story very carefully. Okay, that whatever incidents you are writing in a story, you are going to create a story about that, you should know that it is already happened, means it is in a past tense. It is happening right now, means it is a present tense. And if it will happen in a future tense, in coming time, so it is in a future tense. So we should be very clear while writing the story, that where and when the story about what you are going to write. Now next most important point is characters. As I have given you the example of Kitty of our skipping shoes, characters are the most important part of the story writing. Whatever character we choose for writing the story, we should develop the story and we should use those characters very carefully. Whatever the dialogues they are speaking, whatever things they are doing, everything should be in a very systematic and proper way. like feelings. Means our character is feeling what? Our character is happy, he's feeling sad, or anything else. Age, if you are writing about any particular character, like for the example, if I take the example of Kitty only, so she, in the story it was also mentioned that Kitty was of your age. Okay. Appearance means Kitty looked like she was a small girl, she was a beautiful girl. We should show the appearance of that character also, we should represent the appearance of that character also, whatever character we have selected for writing a story. Next point is development of the story. Describe what happens when he, she, they, for example. Went to see a doctor, had to go to the principal, were punished, stayed in bed for 2 weeks. These are the examples. Means how you are developing your story. What the character is doing further. Like in the story, if you have all of you have must seen Chota Bheem. You love to see that cartoon character, and in that there are so many characters, there are so many cartoon characters, but the main character is Chota Bheem. Okay, and all the stories, whatever the episodes used to come, they all used to revolve around that main character, which is Chota Bheem. So the development of the story is like that, in which that main character and the other characters also are helping each other, are trying to develop a story. They are doing something, they are fighting with someone, they are just dancing with someone. So there are so many things, so many events which are being shown in that story. So in the same way, when you are developing a story, when you are writing any story, so you have to use your character very properly, and while using your character you have to develop the story very properly. Okay. Now last is end of the story. End of the story is very important, as we have discussed earlier also. Like, we should not end the story all of a sudden. We should come to the end one by one, step by step. We have to come to the end, and then we have to end the story. If you will end the story all of a sudden in between of the story, the audience or the person who will read your story, he will not be able to understand what happened. Okay, so a story usually has a happy ending, but that's all up to the writer, of course. Mostly stories have a happy ending. Okay, and when we are writing a story, we should also think that we can give the happy ending to our story. But it all depends on the writer. Whosoever is writing a story, it all depends on that person. Decide for yourself, and remember, never cut off a story and leave the readers confused. Means you should not end your story in between, or you should not end your story all of a sudden, so that your readers, whosoever is reading the story, is get confused. Okay, so these are the very important points which we should remember while writing a story. We should use the plot properly, we should use the character properly, and we should develop our story in a very proper and systematic way. Now, here is a checklist. When you have written a story, you have planned about the story and everything, then after writing and creating your story, here are the 5 points, 5 checklist you should check. Always you have to check. While in the exam also, if you are writing a story, you should check that do all the sentences begins with a capital letter. Whenever you are writing a story, you should write in a sentence. Okay, you will definitely write it in a form of a sentence. So we should check that all the sentences should begin with capital letter. Have you put comma, full stops, question marks and exclamation mark in the story? According to the sentence, if a sentence is a normal sentence, that have you there where you have to put a full stop, have you put that? Have you put a question mark if you are asking any question? And so on. So these are the punctuation marks which you have to put while writing the story, and you should know about all these punctuation marks. Next point is, are you sure that there are no words missing? This is very important. Means, for example, if you are writing a story and you have skipped or missed one or two words, the readers will be confused that what you are trying to write. So make sure when you are writing a story, you should never miss any of the word. Okay? Next, have you used the correct tense throughout the story? Means, if you are writing your story about any incident that had happened in the past, okay, so the story should be written in the past tense. It will not look good and it will not be correct if while writing a story you will use past tense also, present tense also, future tense also. Everything will be mixed up and you will not be able to construct a proper story then. So the uses of tenses should be very proper. Next and the last point is, are there adjectives and adverbs to describe people, things? Means, you have used adjectives and adverbs to describe the people or the thing. Means the characters which you are using, have you used the adjectives, proper adjectives for that? And have you used them properly? You have to check in your story, you have to read your story again, that have you used everything properly. Does the story make sense? Now, does the story make sense means the last and the most important point. You have written the story, you have written a whole paragraph of or one or two paragraph, and if it is not making any sense, it look weird that all the incident, all the events are not matching with one another. So there is no meaning of writing that kind of a story. So our story should always make some sense. Okay, so these are the points which are very very important, and when you are constructing or writing a story, you should check these all points after writing the story, and these points should be in your mind whenever you are writing the story. Okay student, so I think you have learned how to write a proper story, how to construct a proper story. So I hope from next time when you will start writing your own story, you will be able to write a wonderful story. Okay, so now let's write a story. Here I have one activity for you and we will do it together. So here you see that there is a scene where a poor farmer is sitting and four boys are standing. These four boys are his four sons. Okay, four sons. And in this you can see the help box where so many words are given. Now as we are doing it for the first time, so here I have given you few hints. You will use these hints accordingly and you will construct a story. This is just for your example, just for your help, so that you can use the hints and you can construct the story. But after you will use all the hints, you have to read the story very properly. That will help you to recognize, to understand that how we can write a story. Okay, now see. A farmer had four sons. Here you can see in the picture also that there is a farmer who is sitting on a place, and four sons are standing beside him. Okay, a farmer had four sons. They did not dash their father in his work. So what word will come here? Yes, right. The word is help. They did not. These sons do not help their father. One day the farmer fell seriously ill. Right. He called his sons and told them that there was a hidden, what is the thing which is hidden? Yes, right, treasure in his field. He called his son and he told that there is a treasure which is hidden in his field. But he could not tell the exact place. Exact means he could not tell the correct place where that treasure is hidden. The farmer then dash, means after telling that, the farmer died. The sons dashed the field Now after listening this story, that there is a treasure which is hidden in the field, what they will do? They dug the field. The sons used to dug the field, but found no treasure. They dug all the field, but they found no treasure. They sowed the field, as they have already dug all the field. So now what they started doing? They sowed the field with wheat. They had a very good crop that year. Okay, as they worked hard, as they sowed the seed, as they dug the field, so that year they got so many crops. They got lot of crops that year. They sold it and got a lot of money. Yes, with their hard work, they sowed the seed, they dug the field, and they got a lot of crop at that in that year. So they planned to sell that thing, and then they got lot of money. Then they realized that their father had spoken the truth. And after, when they got so much of money, they realized that their father has spoken the money. This was the real treasure about which the father was talking, or he was just telling them that the hard work is the real treasure. Okay, so you can give a befitting title to it also, that hard work is a real treasure. Okay, so hey students, I hope you have understood that how we have to construct the story. Now here I have one story for you. You will complete it in any of your rough notebook, in any of your practice notebook. You can complete it. Here I have given few hints also, as we have done in the previous story. In the same way you will do this also for your practice, and then I will see you in the next session. Till then, take care and thank you so much. Bye bye.